What's up, guys? So, in light of the Bible claiming that the wise are in the house of mourning, guys, I think this is a sobering little short video to share about true life expectancy, guys. So, I'm going to be posting an article about this on the Encourager blog on washi.com, guys. Hey, my name is Ben. Hit the like and subscribe button. I make helpful videos using AI or just explaining myself different interesting Bible topics to help us with our walk with God. And so, thank you so much. Um, so, guys, when you count, overall life expectancy, including the elderly, you get a number around maybe 70 or 60 or so in regards to the average age that someone will, expectantly live. Okay. But if you tweak the results of what you're looking for, sort of if you exclude the elderly, because they are already sort of in a state where they are, leaving this world, dying. And so, if you exclude that group, which is technically like already past that sort of main living age, you get a radically kind of different number in regards to certain numbers of when people die, guys. And I think understanding this really helps us understand, the shortness of life, guys, because I was doing a little AI search, guys, and I had to tweak kind of how I was asking AI to give me this answer, but thankfully it did. Um, and so, what AI, the wording is kind of called like premature death. And so, this is anyone under the age of 65, is, I guess, legally, anyone over 65 is usually considered a senior. Even people get upset sometimes when the government sort of changes the age of someone considered to be senior. But outside of that group, guys, um, so for the whole world, guys, global average for someone who is just dying from any cause, guys, other than, old age, is 42 years, guys. So, some of these have to do with children, of course. And, I do think I want to also refine this search to exclude children. Because again, children kind of fall out of the purposes of what we're trying to talk about in this video because they are so early into being born. And then, of course, we can get into the topic of abortion and things like that. But this is not usually, this is not the video for that right now. So when I update this search, guys, like in real time right now as I'm recording this, excluding people maybe in the ages of from, obviously 0 to 17 years old, and excluding those 65 years and older, we come up with some different, kind of numbers here. So globally, guys, as of maybe 2025, excluding those two groups, the average person dies around 21 or 22 from any cause, guys. Now, there is some subcategories to this, but the whole point, guys, and really, looking at some of these numbers is to understand, how putting off bettering your relationship with God is not a good thing to do, and to kind of maybe make conscious effort to say, okay, I need to clean up this or that before, you know, um, judgment day, or when you stand before God. Um, and so let me just briefly kind of, go over these again, some of these numbers. Just because, even David said in the Psalms, teach me to number my days. And so this kind of is one of those sobering topics. But anyway, so distribution of deaths under the age of 65. So in 2025, if you looked at only the deaths of people aged 18 to 64, they fell into these categories. So for the young adults between 18 years old and 34 years old, accounted for about 18% of all deaths, mainly accidents and trauma. So again, that kind of, seems to be connected to maybe good driving skills, good bicycle riding skills, increasing those kind of awarenesses about those things. Again, accidents. So like making sure you're, working machinery right at your job, or, just thinking like that. And then trauma seems to be one connected with some sort of violence, or, it could be, maybe, some sort of thing connected with crime or something like that. But then you have another group, 35 to 49-year-olds, guys. The midlife accounted for about 32% of deaths. So, and this is accounted to the rise of chronic disease. So again, this shines a light on, outside of, those that are 17 or younger, or those that are 65, about 32% of all deaths in 2025, a person died between age 35 and 49, guys, when people's lives are ending on this earth. And that's 32% of those around the entire world, guys. And then the pre-senior, which is a little bit, kind of good news in a way, accounted for about 50% of all deaths due to organ failure, cancer, or heart disease, guys. And so again, this means that in 2025, guys, 50% of people that died, again, of any cause, not necessarily, talking about certain, excluding certain groups, so those that were around 50 to 64 years of age, guys, accounted for about 50% of deaths in the any cause category, meaning they died, we're looking at deaths of any cause. So car accidents, from chronic disease, and all that. So again, guys, you can read an article that I'm going to post about this on my website. And then also, I think I will do an AI video on this. AI, I think, is a little bit better at definitely condensing videos like this, and, sharing it. So God bless you all, guys. Hopefully this helps you in your life in some way, shape, or form. God can use this information to help you with your walk with God. So thank you so much. See ya.